I'm Nigel. This is Locals Podcast.
This is Pop with Locals Podcast. Special guest, a leader in the community, a philanthropist, point guard, spirituality, father, everything. Coming to the show. You don't want to miss this one.
I got a little bit more. Businessman, champion, scholar, father. You said father, right?
We said father, but
husband.
Oh yeah.
Husband.
Husband. Say that again. Husband.
Husband. Yeah, that guy. We got him today.
Oh yeah. As our first guest, we gotta debut our intro scene. Our intro scene, we start with a bar, or a bar.
Bar.
It was only 2 bars at first.
Okay.
I like to work out, so we got a whole gym out in the back. You can deadlift, you can bench, you can pull up whatever bar you need back there in the gym. We got it.
Okay.
Then the other bar, drinks over there. We got Ashley behind the camera. She's
A traditional bar.
Ashley, yes.
So if you want that bar, you can have that bar, and you can call whatever drink you want.
Okay.
The third bar, is you an MC?
Exactly. I was wondering where it was coming from.
That's the third bar.
I hear bars.
So you can give us that bar. But now's the time, man.
I want the Ashley bar. Can I have the
But we didn't even get to spend no time on the freestyle. You ain't even entertain the freestyle.
I mean, we can get to that at the end if that's necessary.
All right.
Gotta start in the right way.
So,
there it is.
And what drink you gonna have today?
I think it's gonna be the sidecar, right?
Okay.
Sidecar it is. Sidecar it is.
Give us the sidecar
story.
Yeah.
Okay, so Laurie's, one of my, me and my wife's favorite spots is Laurie's.
La Cienega, near Beverly Hills, for those of you who don't know.
Definitely do your Laurie's if you haven't experienced it. It's something you need to get in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Laurie, so had the sidecar there, the Hennessy with the little mix in it. So it's a real nice drink.
So wifey put you on Laurie's, or the sidecar, or you just was
No. We everything was together.
Oh, okay.
Laurie's we discovered together, and the sidecar, that was just me.
Well, come on, Ash. Let's see what the sidecar about.
Let's see what the sidecar is talking about.
All this talking, Oh yeah. I'm still talking.
Not me.
It,
not me, bro. Not me, man.
Can I get it on the toast though?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
All right.
Good to see you, brother.
All right.
My man.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I drink.
Let's see. I never had a sidecar, but that thing hitting right now.
What's up?
Yeah, man. So how you been, bro?
I've been solid, man. Just trying to figure it out and maintain at the same time, man.
I'm just getting fired up. It's a point guard, man. A champion point guard. Lead a high school team. It's probably about, I would say, roughly 200 to 300 teams in the state high school, and to have one team,
State of California,
in the state of California, you have one team come out on top, and to have the leader of that team, man, it's special. Talk about commanding that team, and when we talk about the energy, it's like you got to be like a counselor, because people, their head ain't right. We lose loved ones, we lose friends in the streets.
Right, definitely.
There's a lot going on, and then you got to lock in. It all starts with your leader, like Magic Johnson, that type of stuff. You got to be able to get in people's mind. Talk about your job at Morningside High and getting the trust of your team and then leading them, man. Talk about that.
That's a interesting question. Okay, so first, got to speak on the team. So we talking about Morningside, Morningside Monarchs, Inglewood, California. Went to state championship junior year, won it. Senior year, we didn't win it. Everybody know the story about that. We'll talk about that. But growing up in Inglewood, it's the hood. Growing up in the streets, so I feel like what we came from and our background and our experiences in the streets and with our families and poverty and just disappointment, I feel like we translated that on the court. We put that on the court, and that's why we were successful. That's why we was good. We had talent. We worked on our game and everything, but I think it was the heart. And I think when you say what was really about me, I think it was, knowing everybody's story on our team and what buttons to push and what buttons not to push, and trying to get the best out of everybody. So I feel like that's what it was, coming from the streets, applying that on the court, and me being just kind of the one to
navigate that.
Stir the gumbo.
Yeah, because I was a witness to it, and I know personally about the different personalities on the team.
Yeah.
The different egos on the team.
Right.
And for the most part, I know about the different stories.
Story important to me, man.
Very
life
important.
Anything.
Yeah.
The story.
So to know, I don't know, you come from a 2-parent household.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I know you maintained a 4.0 GPA, and I know you were in the trenches of those stories. How was you able to departmentalize all that and make them apply it and just to keep it and make them believe that we can actually achieve something?
We had a goal. We had a goal to win. It was something that had never been done. We had heard about all these teams before us. We had seen teams our freshman year, because I made varsity sophomore year. So we'd seen our that freshman team. When I was a freshman and the varsity team lose. So we had heard all the history, and we wanted to be the ones to bring it home. So I think we just had one goal in mind, and these is cats, like I said before, that I grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
So Corey and Dominic since 2nd grade, 3rd grade. Dwight since 7th grade, and Stace since like 5th, 6th grade. So we all went back. We all linked up at the school, and we had a goal. We had a mission, and it wasn't nothing that was gonna stop us, man.
I like to bring them up all the time because Beans and Rice. We gotta. He played a part. Richard Holloway. He played a part to.
I can't do an interview without talking about Richard.
You gotta. He played a part to some success, man.
Y'all call him Beans and Rice?
That's it, man. You see him. They Beans and Rice, bro. Peanut butter jelly. They stuck together, bro.
I met him back right when I met Stace at Jesse Owens Park, bro.
Jesse Owens.
5th grade.
Century and Western.
5th grade.
Yeah.
5th grade. Yeah.
Bro, they don't. You cannot mention Sean's name.
Same park that raised Russell Westbrook.
And not mention
Jesse Owens, where I learned how to
Richard's
swim.
name. This is Sean and Richard. Sean,
Anonymous,
yeah. You have to ask.
Beans and Rice. We
Yeah.
got that. I told y'all before. Sam Crawford had a lot to do with. He named us Beans and Rice. We was named Rat 1, Rat 2. We don't use the Rat no more.
No.
We named Rat 1, Rat 2 because we would just attack in that backcourt. Man, you couldn't get it across half court with us, bro. Starting in junior high school and then our freshman year in high school, and that's what it is.
So
Facts.
with you and Richard, what was just conversations like? Like, man, did you ever have some conversation when you knew like the success of the team? Did you like, bro, you would be perfect. We need you here. Did y'all ever have those conversations?
As far as who? Me and who?
You and Richard. As far as like when y'all was making a run for these state championships and he transferred, did you ever be like, bro, I wish we were still together, like, bro?
Kind of, sort of, but not really. What happened. We was moving on and focused on, doing what we had to do to be successful, man.
I got you.
Come back.
We heard you say Sam Crawford, man. For those that don't know, Sam Crawford, Westchester High School,
Shout out Sam.
Came to us by way of from Chicago.
Chicago.
And
Harvey, Illinois.
right, and came under the tutelage and understudy of Norm Nixon. I'm watching HBO Winning Time. I'm looking at how nice Norm Nixon was, and I'm thinking like Sam had a real advantage. We
didn't
talked.
know that either.
Yeah.
We talked to him and studying to talk to you, and Sam told us that everything that he did with his right, he had to do with his left. And I'm watching. It's actually his son playing the game, but when you know it. I'm looking at his son, even though it's acting, I can tell that his son is nice. And I'm looking at, this is the same thing that Sam studied. This is why his son is nice. Nonetheless, man, when we start naming these point guards, it's just interesting. And I would like to hear your top 5 come from this L.A., Inglewood, California area.
No doubt. L.A., California, Inglewood area. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So,
Oh, yeah.
I've had some experience with this a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm
Give it to me.
I'm solid on how I feel about this.
All right.
So, I'm definitely gonna start with Dominic. I'm gonna start with my partner.
Dominic
from
Ellison.
Inglewood.
Shout out to Dominic. Heard he got the head coaching job at
He
Morningside.
get the head
Congrats.
coaching job at Morningside. So I'm gonna keep it Inglewood though. I mean, I could talk
Absolutely.
about the Jock Vons. I
Absolutely.
could talk about the Sam Crawfords. But I'm gonna keep it Inglewood.
Okay,
That's
keep it
how-
Inglewood.
That's how I could simplify it and make it easy for me.
Okay.
Wait, Sam Crawford, Inglewood point guard, right?
I mean, Sam.
Where did he
Jason
play?
Sam, Jason Hart, and Gumby. I mean, all these those are three
Inglewood.
Westchester kind of dudes. So, but
We'll get to it. Go
I
ahead.
don't know. I'm getting confused now.
Hey,
dog.
give me
Wait,
your
no,
vibe.
let's qualify.
No,
We can
no.
get it right. You know, we can get it right. If you played in Inglewood School District, we're gonna give you Inglewood.
All right.
Right?
Mhm.
Sam is out.
Sam is in.
No, he played in Westchester.
Sam, we
That's LA. That's LA Unified.
Didn't we talk to Sam? And what did Sam say?
He
Sam
grew
said
up.
Inglewood, right? Sam said Inglewood.
That's what
I'm just saying what Sam said.
He ain't never
it's not
played-
about what we said. It's what Sam said.
There you go.
And
What-
Sam said,
I
Ashley,
would
what
love
did-
to have him on my
Ashley,
list.
What did Sam say, Ash?
No. This ain't. He's not in Inglewood. He's not in the
right.
school district. They didn't play.
All right, go ahead.
They didn't play.
All right.
all right.
Fair enough.
Can Gumby make it?
Nope.
Can Gumby make it?
No,
Okay,
it's Westchester. That's LA Unified.
All right.
okay. All right.
I'm gonna hold down this. Y'all gonna
Can
respect
Jason
that
Hart make it?
Unified.
I mean,
He
it's
played
gonna
at
be
Inglewood.
easy.
He played at Inglewood.
Okay, so we got Dominic, we got Jason Hart.
Okay, Dominique, Jason Hart.
Salute Jason Hardy, where he coach.
Jason,
right now.
Jason Hart, right around the corner. You know, on 70th and St. Andrews. You know, came up in my neighborhoods.
Okay.
You cut his hair.
Oh yeah, his brother.
All right, what's that?
Jadifi, Richard. Yeah.
Salute Jadifi too.
Yeah.
Number 3, let's go Milt Palacio. Milt made the league. Milt grew
Oh,
up with
Boston
us at
Celtics.
Darby Rogers.
Yeah, played Pop Warner football with my little bro,
Palacio.
Roman Nelson. Yes, sir.
Palacio.
Milt Palacio.
Mill can go. I remember
Yeah.
he was at Colorado State.
Oh yeah.
Mill went to Colorado State. Yeah. Mill
I know he
play.
finished at Boston. Played point guard
All
for
right.
Boston.
We 3 in, Sean.
Y'all eliminated some names.
Now put
good
yourself
to
in
go.
there too, though. Oh yeah, put yourself in there.
If y'all eliminate, let me. Dang, I might have to put myself in there.
Ain't no Mike. Hey, you ain't got no state
Especially
championship.
Number 4 is my favorite number, so let's put me at number 4. Number I wore at Morningside. So, and it's not no particular order.
Okay.
It's just
Okay.
off my head. Number.
It's
4.
only
I
one
won
on there got a state championship.
so I
Yeah.
can make the list.
Of course,
Absolutely.
of course, you can make the list.
We got you at 1.
Number 5. Also, shout out Baron Davis, who
Yes.
ain't Inglewood.
Yeah,
but
Crossroads,
is
yeah.
affiliated with.
But grew up in the Compton, LA, Watts area. Yeah.
Inglewood definitely had played a big piece of his game.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Morningside. This is fun. This is fun right here.
Recap. We got Milt Palacio.
Yeah, give me a little time.
Who else we got?
Milt, Dominic,
Dominic.
Sean,
It was somebody
Sean.
before he said him.
Jay Hart.
Jay Hart. Okay. All right. There
We
we
need
go.
one more. Where you want to go? Princess Mary. Princess Mary was real.
Where'd he go?
She
Where did she go?
She went to Morningside.
Oh, you said Princess. Okay.
I'm gonna throw out. I'm gonna say Sam Turks.
Sam Turks.
I'm gonna say Sam Turks out of Inglewood High School.
Inglewood High School, Utah State.
Okay, so
Yeah. Sam Turks can go.
Did he get a look? Did he get a look at the league?
I'm not sure.
Nah, I don't know if he got a
Good
look, but Sam was definitely a hooper. Sam still hoop, man. Coach, he's love for the game.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
He's a gym rat.
Okay.
He's
Absolutely.
a gym rat for sure.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Sam
Wow.
Turks.
That was fun.
Do you ever think, since
crazy.
now that you mentioned Sam Turks, do you know, I know you came seconds going to Inglewood. Did you ever like, are me and Sam gonna rock out over there?
I don't think I knew him then.
Okay.
That's actually Dwight's relative, but I don't think I knew him then. Let's go Jock Vaughn.
Oh, Mir, Pasadena.
So Jock Vaughn, we're going to put Jason Hart in that top 5. So Jock Vaughn, Jason Hart. We're going to put Milt in there. touch the league, that
Sam?
Sam is number 4, and I throw Dominic number 5.
No mention. Well, shout out. We got an honorable mention for Kevin Ollie. We not gonna mention Kevin Ollie.
Honorable mention Gumby.
Well, that mean we're gonna
Honorable mention.
yeah. So we're gonna go ahead.
Oh, wait.
I hate to do it.
We
I hate to
we
do it. I
gonna
gotta do
honorable
it.
mention Baron Davis.
No, Baron Davis got a kid.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
So
Woo.
I gotta take DE. My dog Dominic got the top 5.
We're gonna take OJ Hart out of there too.
Wait, no, he didn't say nothing about J Hart. He left J Hart.
J Hart out there.
Sam Crawford, J Hart.
These dudes touched the league, man. They made it, man. Give them.
J Hart. He didn't touch. He did 10 years.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough. But we're talking about when they
He did 10 years.
All right, so we talking about are they NBA players? Or are we talking
10
about what happened
years.
here? We talking about what my eyes saw. You can't tell me
about your overall resume.
overall resume. Then we got to put them in.
Overall,
We talking about a local's resume.
Yeah, okay, well that's not my business.
Well.
Oh yeah,
Wait. So how many J Hart games did you go to?
about 5.
About 5.
I ain't in sports arena. I watched them play against Kenny Bruner. We
Okay.
should put him in there.
Kenny Bruner's honorable mention.
Honorable mention. All right, so now we're gonna talk about, after winning that championship, what was your focus like? What was it like to stay grounded? Because I know, we're in the city of Los Angeles, or city of Inglewood, I should say, and pretty girls, got the dope game, the street games, everything. You gotta navigate your way through that, and to come back and be focused, and keep your head on straight, maintain that 4.0, and do all that. Talk about what kept you grounded and how did you stay focused through that?
Kept me grounded, stay focused. Off top, my parents is why I stayed grounded. Probably answer that part.
Absolutely.
Parents grew up Arkansas, people from the South.
Southern values, Southern principles. Yes, sir.
Grew up,
Absolutely.
moved out here on some business. My mom, teacher, rest in peace. She's been gone since 2014.
Rest in peace, Miss Harris.
Pops came out here on some business GE, General Electric, and 3M type stuff.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, blessed and fortunate that I landed on planet Inglewood. So at no other place I would have rather they moved to, and where I was born and raised.
So I'm a point guard, and I'm processing everything you say. I hear Mom's was a teacher, so I'm already attaching that to your 4.0. And then you say, Pops came out here on some business. Was Pops a small business entrepreneur?
Not his own. He was like ceramics. It was like General Electric stuff.
Okay.
Oh, got
It's
it.
always been hard to put a name on what he did.
Okay. So but he hustled.
I don't know what my mom, Pops did from a young age, but it just stuck with me to just stay on the path. Nothing could take me off the path.
It's a biblical principle. I'm getting fired up.
I don't know what it was. I don't know. I still don't know what it was, but I did everything everybody else did, and that kind of segues to everything else.
Right.
I did everything else everybody did. I ran the streets. I stayed out, but I had that focus. I got to go home and do this, or I got to stay up at night and do this. So that's my life. I don't feel like I was hella smart. I just feel like I worked hard, and I knew how to study. I knew how to figure out what I needed to do to get that grade or get that position.
Man, it's
whatever.
funny you
I just
say that
knew
because
what I needed to do.
I remember in the 9th grade, bro, and I still remember this like yesterday. You remember how we used to come to the auditorium and doing honor rolls, and they hand out all the certificate, and they just name such and such, Jimmy Walker, 3.5 GPA, and everybody clap for him. Whatever. So I'm sitting up here, and I know I ain't got shit. I know this assembly don't have nothing to do with me.
C's make degrees.
Right.
If you can get
So
there.
I'm in there, and they said, Sean Harris, 4.0 GPA.
Made
and
it
I
cool.
was like, what the fuck? I was like, you getting it like that?
After practice.
Yeah.
After
I was
practice.
Like, right.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's just the piggyback off it. Because I was like, I know who his crew is. I know he's one of us. He's one of the guys that hangs out and do this.
So you're going to go to practice, and a couple mommies going to call him every night because he's starting point guard on a state championship team. So you got about 3 or 4 phone calls that's going to need about 20, 30 minutes each. You know what I mean? I'm low level, you know. I didn't start varsity, you know what I mean? I had a couple phone calls to take, so I could imagine. So after practice, you talking about you get home at 6 o'clock, you got to shower, eat. Talking about 7, 8 o'clock, got to do the phone calls. That's 1 to 2 hours. You got to study and maintain a 4.0. Special stuff.
And I'm talking about this. When you in like that advanced, like he was in the
He ain't gonna say it.
AP classes. Yeah. We gonna give you all this, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it all.
Yeah, I
man.
mean, essentially, he was an Ivy League student in the middle of Morningside, and really just.
So.
Nah, man. Like I said, I don't feel like I was just hella smart. I feel like I knew how to study, and I just knew.
This was when I knew. This is when I got an appreciation for 4.0s, because when I tried to get 1A, and I knew the type of dedication and everything you had to do to get an A, to know that you got 7 of them in that same year, I'm like, whoa. So I didn't appreciate it then because, you know, I never aimed for it. I never tried to get it. But the second you step out of your shoes and try to get in somebody else's shoes and you do it, because it sounds simple to anybody else. Oh, he has straight A's. Whoopie-doo. Nah, that shit ain't no whoopie-doo to me no more.
None of them math science classes I got an A in. Not one. Not one.
And he started.
You didn't care though. You didn't care. You didn't want it. You didn't care.
No, bro. That's what we telling you. That's what we telling you.
Bro.
It was mandatory. It was mandatory. Like
This shit is a big time fucking deal for somebody to be the fucking starting point guard at Morningside High School, win the state championship, carry a 4.0 GPA for 4 years. We're not about to act like that shit is normal, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, we just trying to tell you, bro, that shit it's not small. It's not small, bro.
Thank you.
Like that shit is
That was a long time ago though, man.
But there's a shorty out there that's playing point guard, that's in the middle of the trenches, that probably don't think he can get through this shit. Nah, and this is now.
I know it's important.
Yeah, it's now. It's now, bro.
You gotta give back.
And that's why you're local.
Tell the story, man.
Yeah.
I respect that process. And so right now, when I talked about them not being perfect, I want to talk about your adversity and talk about how you relied on, maybe it was the grit and grind from basketball, maybe it was the grit or grind from studying, maybe it was just your foundation. But talk about your adversity. I think it was because y'all won your junior year and didn't win your senior year. Talk about the adversity of that senior year and how you pushed through that, if you could, champ.
Adversity of the senior year, okay. So, kind of going back to the last question too on, being grounded and being focused. So we kind of focused. I grew up, born and raised Inglewood, section of the Inglewood called the Avenues.
Absolutely.
I'm somebody who anything I'm involved in or anything that I put my name towards, I go hard at.
100. So
I start running the streets. I really love my neighborhood. I still love my neighborhood, man. And back then, that involved some things with running the streets and me and my peoples doing, things in our childhood that, represented our neighborhood and our community. So basically, cats that I knew from my neighborhood, drug dealers, gangsters, players, all them kind of dudes was already in me too. So the fame and winning the state championship, it really wasn't nothing that was like something I had to adjust to or transition to. Like I said, man, I grew up with some special, unique cats, man, in all assets, a lot of levels of life.
So you already had
like a blessing.
You already had your street cred, and you already had your credibility and respect in your community.
That's it, bro.
Absolutely.
And that goes into the second question as far as, everything happens for a reason. And I got caught up. Running the streets. We had vehicles, nice vehicles at that time. We felt like we had to protect ourselves with these vehicles. That was one thing, and also we was just trying to build our names out there, trying to get our stripes out there. So one day, 12th grade year, where you got out of school early. I always got out of school early. Lunchtime. Got picked up by my man. He went to Inglewood High School, and we got gaffled. We had some straps in the car, and that basically changed our life a little bit, man. So that's how I didn't get to play in the last state championship game, and they wasn't going to allow me to graduate. They wasn't going to allow me to walk the stage. They had took away my valedictorian status, and they wasn't going to allow me to walk the stage. So fortunately, I got to walk the stage.
Why did they let you walk the stage?
The district decided, that we could do that.
Let me say it this way. Do you think they would let you walk the stage if you had a 2.5 or a 3.0?
Yeah, Javon too. So the other dude at Inglewood, so he got to walk the stage too. So it wasn't about that. It wasn't about. And it's important to say with this, I don't even remember going to court. We never faced no type of criminal situations. It was all the school district, because what had happened is he was parked on a side street by Inglewood High, and the police got in back of us, and he thought it would be wise because he was an Inglewood basketball star too. So he felt like maybe I'll drive in the school and they not gaffle us or not pull us over. That turned out to be not a wise decision. So we got gaffled in Inglewood High School.
Did you when he pulled off? What was going on in your mind? Did you think anything, or was you just like, we good? Or I should say, when they got behind you, did you say?
No, I wasn't too worried. I wasn't too worried. I wasn't too worried. Partly because I felt like his strategy was gonna work. Pulling in Inglewood High. Then the other thing is, we had some little ways to conceal. There we go.
All right.
So what was going through your head when it was happening and you realized this was like for real?
Oh, in the back of the police car, I'm like, oh, okay. I missed practice that day. We had practice after school, so it was like, yeah, this could really impact my life negatively. Colleges, scholarships, disappointing my mom and dad.
Let me tell you how I think. And of course I wasn't there, so I don't know. Yeah. But when I'm telling you, I think the 4.0 was enough to get you and your partner off. That's how you're saying that it wasn't that because he didn't have the 4.0. I'm telling you, and
that 4.0 got you across that stage.
Everything. Like they know.
If both of y'all had 2.5.
It says it's exactly.
If both of y'all had 2.5.
It say I'm dead ass serious about my education, and everybody has to respect that.
I mean, you got a state champion, a 4.0 GPA. Somebody got to get behind them. Somebody got Carl Franklin. People got behind you on this.
They had to.
Like, you got to walk this kid across this stage. I mean, whatever his consequence is, his consequence. But we got to walk him across because of his credentials. You pretty much did everything, all your endeavors at a high level, bro. You played point guard at a high level. You was a high level scholar. You were a high level homie in the hood.
Thank you.
You're a high level businessman. I know being that, bro, it comes with some repercussion. You know what I mean? Losses in business. I know you lost quite a few homeboys. I know how do you stay here with all that? What do you tell your little man, Sean Jr., about what's your conversation with him?
Damn, that's a good question. You can do anything you put your mind to. I think that's what I focus on with him. It's a blessing being a father, man. It's a blessing being a father. There's a lot of cats that don't have kids, and I know they be out there like happy about it, like I don't have kids. But, man, the day he had his birthday, turned 13, and it was like one of the best feelings I ever had in my life. And like you said, I accomplished a lot. I've been through a lot of awards, a lot of trophies and everything. But that right there, bro, just seeing him that happy, it was like one of the most wonderful feelings ever, bro.
Before you went to school, Sean,
Yep.
you went to San Diego, and let's just go. We're gonna go 4.0, state championship point guard, graduated from high school, Stanford bound. Through that process, how many friends have you lost before you got there?
Friends are lost. So we talking, let's put some years on it and make it easy, 93. So we talking about before 93?
Before 93, or then we can go from before 93 to now. However you want to do it.
Okay, well, let's start with a significant cat that, got murdered. Our, I think it was junior year, sophomore year. So just a charismatic guy, man. One of the leaders in our neighborhood, little dude. Just a cat with just one of the biggest hearts ever I met, man. Little dude with just huge heart. So actually his name was Bobo. And that's one of the guys that I named my first record, my record label, Fobo Entertainment. So that's kind of going off track a little bit, but let me get back. So as far as cats, so that's somebody that stuck with me. I got him tatted on me. So that's a cat that, and probably psychologically, that it has impacted me since my junior year, because I missed that dude, man. I missed that dude, man. So since then, it's been a lot of youngsters. When I got back from college in 97, when I got back from college in 97, streets was different, man. Streets was different. It seemed like from the 80s to the 90s, people was fighting. People was throwing hands. But when I got back, it was a lot of these young cats just running these streets, dumping, man. No hope, no fear for repercussions. So, man, since I've been back in 97, bro, I probably have lost literally 20 to 25 cats. And before I left, it was probably 5.
So 30. Wow.
And then now, since I'm old, people is passing away from being sick.
Right.
Old age. So it's different. But the young cats are still out there doing what they do.
So we're going to bring all of this thing full circle. We're going to talk about, when we talked about that adversity and being in that car and being gaffled by the police and everything that you had to overcome. Like when you say 25 to 30 people you lost. I was in the military, and they have to pay people after you leave the military for things like PTSD. And so while you're 17, 18 years old and you're making these life decisions while suffering, but not knowing that you're suffering from PTSD because you're losing people and you're making these life decisions, going back to that moment when you were in that car and with weapons and you're about to go do whatever it is that you're about to do with Stanford at stake. Advise the little shorty that's listening and knowing that fork in the road is going to come. And you're going to have a street way of doing things and you're going to have a more intelligent way of doing things. What advice, what word would you give that young fella that could have the potential to lead his school to a state championship and then go on to Stafford?
Wow, this is crazy. Okay. So I'm gonna just keep it very real.
Yes, sir.
I was a substitute teacher at Morningside. So I was a substitute teacher at Morningside a long time, maybe 4 years, 4 or 5 years. So I come across a lot of the cats. You know what I mean? They would know me and from the neighborhood and from teaching and from my past basketball and all that. And so I think this question makes me kind of distinguish. I want to distinguish LA, and I want to distinguish the world, because LA is a different ball game. I was a substitute teacher at Morningside High School for about maybe 3 to 4 to 5 years. I would come across all kind of cats who knew me, who didn't know me, who respected me, who didn't respect me. And the advice that I would give to those dudes in those kind of struggles, I would never tell them to not gangbang or to leave their hood or to not hang with these certain people. That wasn't the approach I felt I needed to do.
All right.
So what I did approach them with is have other things going on. Don't just let that define you. Have other outlets, have other friends, have other places you go, have other dreams, have other aspirations. Because I don't regret nothing about me. I'm not ashamed about nothing about me. So maybe what I got and I survived, maybe they needed that and they could survive too. So I just tried to be a person that was real about what goes on in LA, what happens in LA. When some people need to Some people are going through this struggle in their lives and their families where they don't have nobody, bro. They don't have nobody.
The hood is their
their
family.
Special. People don't know. They know boys in the hood. They know menace to society. They don't know the ins and outs of having
somebody look out for you,
mentors and things that's like point you in the right direction, man. This is LA, man.
You need guidance to figure this out. You need guidance.
Don't get me wrong. It's bad aspects. It's horrible aspects. But it's some good things about it too, man.
Yeah, it is. I couldn't agree more. Because I've seen it personally. I've seen where the neighborhood feed a kid, house a kid, dress a kid, raise a kid.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I ain't seen the neighborhood protect a kid.
Tell them to go to college. And
Yeah. So 100%.
Well, bro, a lot of what you brought out in this interview, things that I never knew about the masters, I never knew about the undergrad, a lot of stuff we didn't know about, but, and a lot of stuff that you're very humble about. Of course, we expect it because the humility is why you're great. Is you can't be great without that level of humility to think that this is normal or whatever. But, bro, locally, we want to just let you know that you've impacted a lot of people. You're still impacting a lot of people. And the city is better for you having come through here, man.
Likewise, bro. I appreciate it, especially as
everybody behind the scenes with the locals.
My man.
It's a pleasure, man.
And, coming up with you, in a sense, high school or whatnot, I just got to let you know, I had to give you your roses, bro. You are appreciated, especially on this end, man. I definitely got a whole different perspective as I got older. Like, damn, bro, really did some shit. Man, got through some shit. So, shout out, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, shout out, Ash, we done with this?
Hopefully, I was going to say, another young.
I know.
Yeah, either on camera or off.
Yeah. I know Mike will one. Man. But once again, bro, thanks, man. Thanks for coming out.
Come on, man.
My dog, we appreciate you, bro.
All love.
Yes, sir.
Always.
Yes, sir. You killed them today, man.
My man.
Thank you. Appreciate
Flow
it.
General. Number 4.
For real.
Hey, man, can I get a number 4 point guard jersey from side, man? Can I get one? I need one. I need the frame one. You got one for me, man?
Yeah, that might be in the new next Ingles gear.
Yeah, man. I want a frame one, man. I need a number 9 football jersey. And I need a number 4 point guard, bro.
Name, image, and likeness mean you deserve to get paid for it, too.
Yeah.